35 minutes and 27 seconds. That is how long it took Tadej Pogačar to climb Alpe d'Huez this July. And how long it took to erase a record that had survived 31 years, set in an era of the sport we would rather not talk about. Watching it felt like watching something that should not be possible. And this week, 3 scientists published a number that says perhaps it isn't. Their study puts Pogačar's engine, his VO2 max, at 96, maybe higher, maybe past 100. If that is true, it is the largest aerobic engine ever recorded in a human being. This is the truth about that number, where it comes from, what it hides, and the question that follows it everywhere.
It's very cool to win up here, and yeah, it was crazy atmosphere all climb. I was riding for the teammates today, and yeah, I'm super happy to take the win.
First, what the number actually means. VO2 max is the size of your engine, the maximum amount of oxygen your heart, lungs and muscles can burn in a minute, measured in milliliters per kilo of body weight. It is tested in a laboratory, on a rig, behind a ventilation mask, in a ramp test designed to break you. A healthy adult scores around 40. A trained amateur, the strongest rider in your local club, perhaps the mid-50s. A professional in the Tour de France peloton lives in the 70s and 80s. Beyond 90 is where the freaks live. Beyond 95, in all of recorded sports science, you're talking about a handful of human beings, ever. Here is the problem. Pogačar's real numbers are one of the best kept secrets in sport. His team keeps his power data under lock and key. No Strava uploads, no lab results, one carefully timed leak in 5 years. So this summer, 3 exercise scientists, Pedro Valenzuela, Sebastian Sitko, and Ole Christian Berg, decided to go the long way around. If the champion will not show you his engine, you measure the mountain instead. Their study, headed for the International Journal of Sports Physiology and Performance, reconstructs Pogačar's physiology from the outside, using the one thing he cannot hide: how fast the road goes by. It works like this. Take Peragudez, the mountain time trial of the 2025 Tour. Pogačar, alone, 17 minutes and 19 seconds. Physics tells you what that costs. Lifting a 66-kilo rider and a 7-kilo bike up that gradient that fast takes about 397 watts against gravity, 45 more against the air, 13 against the tires. Call it 476 watts for 17 minutes. But muscles waste 3/4 of what they burn as heat, so producing that power means burning nearly 30 calories a minute. And burning calories aerobically requires oxygen at a fixed, predictable rate. Divide by his body weight, adjust for the fact that no rider can hold their true maximum for 17 minutes, about 92% is the ceiling, and the road itself hands you the answer, a VO2 max around 94. To be sure the model wasn't dreaming, they ran it on Chris Froome, who published his laboratory data years ago. The model said 85.3. The lab had said 84.4, off by less than 1. Then they pointed it at 4 of Pogačar's most violent performances. Plateau de Bela, 2024, 96. Isola, 2000, 97. Peragud, 94. The Passo di Ganda, where he destroyed the Tour of Lombardy, 98. Average 96 milliliters per kilogram per minute, and under different assumptions, anywhere from 90 to 102. In the author's own words, Pogačar must possess extraordinary physiological capabilities and is most likely approaching that hitherto insurmountable barrier of 100. And remember, the study was finished before he broke the Alpe d'Huez record at 7 watts per kilo. His best ride isn't even in the data. To understand how absurd 96 is, climb the ladder. Chris Froome, 4 Tours de France, 84 in the lab. Miguel Indurain, 5 tours, reported around 88. Greg LeMond always said he tested at about 93. The cross-country legend Bjørn Daly was credited with 96. In a newspaper, never a journal. One version of the story says the number was leaked mainly to frighten his rivals. The triathlete Christian Blumenfeld once posted a photo of a screen reading 101, few believe it, and the highest score ever verified under laboratory conditions belongs to a Norwegian teenager named Oscar Svendsen, 96.7, tested in 2012 at 18 years old. Pogačar's estimate sits level with the greatest measurement in history, and its upper range sails clean past it. One more name belongs here, Jonas Vingegaard, whose father says he tested at 97 when he was 17, a reading so high the testers assumed the machine was broken. And that is exactly where the number starts to lie to you. Because what happened to Oscar Svendsen, the biggest engine ever put on a dynamometer, won a junior world time trial title, drifted through 2 quiet seasons, and quit cycling at 20. Talent, he said later, is more about grit and the ability to perform over time. The physical is a bonus, and Vingegaard's 97 still lost this tour's predecessors by minutes. A giant engine is permission to be great. It is not greatness. VO2 max is the ceiling of the house. It tells you nothing about how well anyone lives in it, which is the real story of Pogačar since 2024. Twice, Jonas Vingegaard broke him in the mountains, the Col du Granon, the Col de la Loze. Then Pogačar changed everything. A new trainer, Javier Sola, a new obsession with fueling, heat training, strength work. The engine did not grow. By his own account, the numbers have barely moved since 2024. What changed is everything wrapped around it: racecraft, recovery, calm. Listen to how he describes winning this tour.
I mean, I did really good this tour. The whole team did super good, but was also some bad luck of competitors. So
now the section this sport has earned. A number like 96 does not arrive in cycling without a shadow, because we have seen unbelievable numbers before, and they turned out to be exactly that. Pantani's Alpe d'Huez record was set on EPO, so was everything around it. And here is an uncomfortable detail. Engineers recently modeled what modern equipment is worth on that climb. The bike, the tires, the drivetrain, about 97 seconds, adjust Pantani's ride onto Pogačar's machine, and the ghost of 1995 is still 14 seconds faster. The record book says Pogačar beat the EPO era. The physics says he roughly matched it on better tools with 3 decades of sports science behind him. Both things are true, and neither is proof of anything. What else is true? He is one of the most tested athletes on earth. At this tour, the testers came for him at 5 in the morning and for Vingegaard at 2. He has never returned a positive test. The estimate itself proves nothing in either direction. An engine this size is either the greatest natural outlier in endurance history or something else, and no calculation from the roadside can tell you which. And at this tour, the testing itself became the story. 5 a.m. knocks on the door of the yellow jersey. Listen to him. On the day his rival went home.
Interview for France TV. Today we had a doping control. He had it at 2 in the morning, and got me thinking maybe this is also a reason that one night that your sleep is ruined. Maybe a little bit less concentrated in the descent, and his tour is ruined. Maybe.
So, the truth about Pogačar's VO2 max. The truth is that it is an estimate, a careful one, checked against the one champion who ever showed his numbers, conservative by design, and it still says his engine sits at or beyond the edge of anything ever measured in a laboratory. The truth is also that engines do not win bike races. The man with the highest tested engine in history retired at 20, almost unknown. The rival with the second greatest engine of this era lost to Pogačar by minutes, then left this tour in an ambulance. 96 is not why Tadej Pogačar wins, it is why he can. The winning 5 tours, 2 rainbow jerseys, and 35 minutes and 27 seconds up cycling's most famous mountain. That part is not an estimate.